All right, y'all, come on in here. Come on in here. Yes. I know. Yep, y'all. We is back on this bimbo right here. Let me tell y'all something. Crazy part about this, let me just tell y'all something, because someone came into my comment section, was like, oh, why you trolling? You know, Jasmine Crockett. Yo, she's pretty much trolling herself. Another thing is, do you not know who my president is, y'all? He is the number one king of trolling. Okay. So we gonna do what we gonna do. My whole thing is this. A lot of people think that what she is saying is right. She got a lot of yes people in her corner and not enough no. This is not okay. This is not cool. You need to just sit back and shut up and try to save at least the little bit of respect that you do have for yourself at this point, because it's looking bad. My thing is this: they sit here and they initiate these threats. Okay. They get them all started. And the minute that someone comes at them, now all of a sudden they victims, or they didn't say this and they didn't say that. People with common sense, you can clearly hear her and trying to blame it on civil rights. I have my right to do this yet, but the way y'all coming about it and doing it is not the way. It is not the way. You are literally threatening, having these people go out, and you're actually threatening these people's lives. You're putting a target on these people's backs. And it ain't cool. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to play this video again, y'all, because we got people tuning in that hasn't seen everything. I just want to play this. And the reason why I'm playing this clip right here once again is because I want y'all to really focus on and listen to what she's saying. And then the new clip that is going viral today, y'all, we're going to take a look at it. And you're going to see quickly how they try to flip or it just makes me sick. So pay attention to this, okay? And then watch the next clip I'm getting ready to play. Let's get into it. Listen to what she's saying.
I'll make sure that I keep it short, but I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes, I'll make sure.
For Elon to be taken down. Yes, my birthday is March 29th, and all I want to see for my birthday is Elon to be taken down. Yes. And you can get the rest of that too. All right. Okay. All right. So y'all heard that. And it was a lot more said with that. Now, fast forwarding to today, check this out. Jasmine Crockett responds to Pam Bondi sending a threat in her Fox News appearance. Let's get it.
Thank the chairman. I now recognize the ranking member of the subcommittee, Jasmine Crockett.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. And I first just want to begin with a news alert. Guess what? Joe Biden is not the president anymore. So maybe we can move on. Maybe we can move into the present, because it seems like we are living in the past. And listen, these are not the good old days, you know, like you used to sit around and your grandparents would talk to you about what used to happen. What we need to be talking about is how we are going to legislate, because I think that some of my colleagues have confused what our jobs are. And I get that we're sitting in judiciary. And so it may seem as if we are here to be litigators.
Everybody is still trying to figure out what your job really is. Okay, anywho, y'all, let's get into it.
But we are here to be legislators, which means that we are supposed to be writing laws, not trying to have our own trials and determine whether or not something is true or not, or whatever the case is, or who should be sued, who shouldn't be sued. All I know is that a great American hero, a good senator out of New Jersey, said something to the effect yesterday as he was shattering the record for holding the floor, a record that had been held by another racist in this country. As he shouted that, he said something about the fact that this should not be about left versus right. It should be about right versus wrong. And I am going to tell you that I want us to focus on right versus wrong. The reason that we are struggling right now in this country as it relates to people not trusting agencies, honestly, a lot of it is because of elected leaders. Let me tell you, one of the things that
as yourself and the rest of them.
the chairman and I actually agree upon, we don't agree on a lot, is that we both know that there has been a sharp incline as it relates to threats upon our lives.
Oh my
regardless of
gosh.
what side of the aisle.
See, here we go. It's okay when they can do it, but it's a problem when somebody else does it. Now, do y'all hear this? Oh, there's a threat on our lives. But you just, not a few days ago, put threats on Elon's life and his whole organization of Tesla dealerships. Like, you did that. And now that it's flipping and it's turning around, oh, it's a problem now. We can't make this ish up, man.
You sit on, we both know and agree that as sitting members of Congress, we both are enduring more death threats than anybody should in this country. And I believe that it is because of the divisive
Welcome to the world that y'all created.
rhetoric, and it is because of the selective enforcement of things. And so when we have, and I'm gonna be clear, because I had remarks and I'm going a whole other way.
Come on.
To have the sitting attorney general go on, and I'm gonna call it faux news. I know some of y'all love it, but it's fake to me.
Oh, Lord.
To have her go on Fox News and to then decide that she wanted to send a threat to me, it was wrong. Because here it is, she is the highest law enforcement agent in this country, and people are watching and they are consuming this information and they are believing that simply because I decided that I wanted to exercise my right to free speech, which I am not abridged from doing, that she then wanted to then politicize something that should not be politicized. I don't like Elon Musk. I'm gonna say it 50,000 times. I don't like him. I don't like that he going out there and he firing people. I think that he's a crook because somehow the rest of us can't sit around and get whatever federal contracts we want. The rest of us can't sit around and get law enforcement and get them somehow ordained as federal law enforcement to protect him. The rest of us can't get our dealerships protected by the federal government.
My
that
goodness.
is somebody that is operating above the law. For whatever reason, just because he has a lot of money, more money than everybody else.
Oh,
and yes,
my God.
I am happy to see that on my birthday, which is what I said, there were peaceful protests around this world against him because he is a problem. And so you never should have somebody that is sitting that high and is going to sit up here and threaten a sitting member of Congress when she knew good and well, if she watched the entire thing, that I specifically told protesters to make sure you consult with lawyers, just like I've told protesters over and over and over in the history of me advising people to go out and exercise their constitutional right. The fact that there are other sitting members that have received letters of threat from this new DOJ tells me that they are about retribution and they are not about following the law. The reason that our party, or I won't even say our party, our country is torn apart is because we can't even agree on right versus wrong. This should not be left versus right. The only thing that we're asking is that we have law enforcement that will show up when there is an actual crime. If somebody calls and says, hey, I need you to investigate this cyber crime, or I need you to investigate this child pornography, or I need you to investigate this robbery, then we want somebody to show up, and we don't want them to look at us and act as if just because I'm black or because I'm woman,
here we go
that I
with
am
the race
not
card.
worthy
Here we
of
go.
having that case investigated, because we have an administration that is continuously railing against diversity, equity, and inclusion, or we don't need people that show up that feel like diversity should not be valued. That is
Somebody hitting the nail, baby. Somebody is pissed off. You a part of that, huh? You a part of that. Y'all, she's going in. By the way, y'all, she really thinks she mic dropping right now. Like, she mic dropping and stuff like that. She's not. It's really just going out the side of the neck. It's going through one ear and out the other. And it's a shame that these folks, nobody is sitting here saying, girl, shut up or anything like that. They just rolling with it. They just rolling with it. At the end of the day, hell, it's her career, not theirs. But somebody, she's going a little too hard for this, y'all. She's part of that. So she's highly pissed.
That's why we should have somebody that may show up and looks like me. The final thing
so
that I'll
sick of
say,
that.
because you've been gracious, is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
I'm really okay, and I'm gonna let her finish, y'all. I'm just really sick of this whole race card. I am sick of it. The shit, excuse my French, is old. It's old. It's old. I am so sick of it. Oh.
And I said, let me tell you something. When I walk in, I'm gonna walk in with a level of rapport and understanding that maybe some of my other colleagues will not. Charlie offered me my job, and I worked my butt off, and I worked really, really hard for all of my clients, not just those that look like me, and that is what it looks like to serve.
Girl, shut up. She really thought she did something today, too. It's funny. She probably was playing this back to herself like, ooh, I really killed it. I killed it, y'all. I killed that. Exactly. I'm gonna go with that retard finder at I find retards, y'all. Look at facts. Retard of the month. Facts. Congratulations, Jasmine Crockett, winner of retard of the month for March. Facts. Where's the lies at? Meanwhile, y'all, I am very excited about, y'all boy Sheldon Daniels, y'all headquarters secure thanks to Susie Featherstone Gem Lake Realty. Now let's get her done. Look at that, y'all. He didn't purchase his headquarter place. Like, he's not playing, y'all. Check him out.
Sheldon, so happy to have you. Needed a headquarters? We got you. Let's go.
Gem Lake Realty, Susie Featherston. She hooked us up. We got our headquarters. Are you guys ready to supercharge this thing? Let's go.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So happy to have you.
Let's get it. Congratulations. I'm really proud and happy for him. Like, for real. Common sense. We have a plan. We have a team. We have a new, we need a headquarter. Also, he needed a headquarter. And look, y'all. Look at God. Boom. Got it. So he must have posted this before then. Anywho, if you want to go check him out, y'all, you can click on this link right here. You can donate, pledge to vote. You can do all these things. Join the team. All this great stuff is on here, y'all. Okay? So make sure y'all check it out. I'll let y'all know exactly what that is. It is danielsforus.com. For those who are new and want to know, he is running for District 30, Texas District 30. Okay? He is running to get this bimbo out of there. Okay? In 2026. He's running up against her. He's one of them. I don't know if anybody else is, trying to run. I just know that he is the one that is running. The media was not showing this man, and I'm now happy that he is finally getting the attention that he needs. That's why we got to keep putting his name out there, keep sharing. I know a lot of the folks from Texas, I'm not going to say all of them, just a few was like, I'm not voting for him because he's against this and that. And that's cool and everything. But make sure you ain't in your feelings when it comes to getting whoever y'all need to get in place, because I'm telling you, that's where most of us get screwed up at. You gotta get out your feelings. Don't even take my word for it. Research for yourself. Find out information, because it starts from the ground on up. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you don't vote for him. Just make sure you're thoroughly researching and finding out this information about these folks, so that you don't end up, even though some people salute this woman right here, you know what I'm saying, and really think that everything that she's saying and stuff is okay, and it's not. You don't want to end up with somebody like this representing you and representing what you don't even stand for. Save yourself a headache. Coming straight from the 1776, this man is accused of betraying the black community. It's like that. Welcome to the real world. Let's get into it.
Well, I was just told that I've turned my back on the black community because of a recent video I did about Jasmine Crockett. I've been waiting on this one. What this is called is selective morality. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white robes running through our neighborhoods, just black folks terrorizing other black folks. Let's ignore the fact that ain't no white supremacists shooting up our blocks. It's us. Let's ignore the fact that we make music glorifying our own destruction and then cry when the streets match the lyrics. We love screaming black unity, but will rob, jump, scam, and kill our own people with no hesitation whatsoever. Preaching we gotta stick together while setting up your own brothers and snaking your own sisters. Love blaming the society for why our neighborhoods look like war zones while cheering for the very culture that keeps them that way. Talking about black pride while rapping about murdering each other, turning women into baby mamas, and making it seem like being broke, violent, and ignorant is a personality trait.
Man.
Everybody will scream support black businesses, but will run to Gucci before you ever spend a dollar with your own people.
Ooh, y'all, hold on. Hold on, y'all. This man hitting fact after fact after fact after fact after fact. Now, whoa. Shoot, let's get it. Where the lies at?
We want to whine about gentrification, but won't invest in your own damn community. Instead, trash it. And then cries when somebody else moves in and builds it the fuck up. And then the worst part, y'all expect every black person to fall in line with this bullshit ideology.
Facts.
How dare a black person think for themselves, right? How dare someone not subscribe to this self-inflicted victimhood bullshit? Y'all want unity? Start by looking in the fucking mirror. The truth is, black folks ain't even for black folks. The biggest
You better,
threat
boy.
to black people ain't Trump. It ain't the police. It ain't white people. It's us.
Ooh.
It's our own self-hatred, our own refusal to hold each other accountable, and our own addiction to playing the goddamn victim while glorifying the very shit that holds us back. Who's out here shooting up black neighborhoods? Not Trump. Who's rapping about killing each other, robbing each other, and treating our women like trash? Not Trump. Who's making our own communities unlivable, unsafe, and uninvestable, then crying about it and wondering why they won't build up our neighborhoods? Not Trump. Who raised us to fear and hate each other more than any racist system ever could? We did that to ourselves. But nah, let's keep blaming everything on racism. While we kill, rob, and destroy.
Come on, man. Because I'm sick of it.
Let's keep pretending every black person is on the same team when half of y'all wouldn't even piss on another black person if they were on fire. Y'all would film it and yell World Star.
Man.
Let's keep screaming about
World Star
while cheering on the destruction of our own communities. Y'all don't want justice. Y'all don't want unity. Y'all don't want progress. You just want an excuse to stay in the same damn cycle while blaming everyone else but yourselves. So nah, I'm not turning my back on black folks. I'm turning my back on the bullshit. And if that offends you, good. Maybe it's time y'all got uncomfortable. Maybe then we can actually fix the problem.
Come on, man. Yeah. Take it up with HR, y'all. If y'all want to follow him on TikTok, I'm telling you, it's fact checking after fact checking after fact checking on this. Because where is the lies at? Like, and that's the thing. Again, I feel the same way he do. I'm not turning my back on y'all. I'm just turning my back on the BS. Because it's like at the end of the day, man, this issue is getting old. The racism of this, you black, you black. I'm sick of it. It's old. It's played. It is time to move forward. But this man, this man said in here, I did not agree with. I agree with everything he said up in this video. I do. Everything. Because where is he lying at? Where's he lying at? Got to get it together. Straight up. All right, y'all. So Elon Musk is admitting like, yo. I mean, but, you know, it takes a lot. Yes. And you are sacrificing a lot. And I just want to tell you, Elon, and just everybody a part of this, you know, making America great again. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the sacrifice. I appreciate all this because, hell, Elon, you could have just been like, I ain't rolling with Trump. I ain't doing none of that. I'm finna just, you know, keep doing my business and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, there is a beautiful light at the end of the road. after all this is done. I'll go get that in a second. So hang tight, hang in there, Elon. You have mad supporters, okay? We love you. We appreciate what you're doing, and keep on exposing. So with that being said, y'all, here's Elon Musk explaining that running Doge is costing him a lot of personality before being warmly thanked and applauded by the crowd. Let's get into it.
It's costing me a lot to be in this job. You had like Tim Walz dancing on stage showing a chart of Tesla stock, which is a really awful thing for him to do, because what they're trying to do is put massive pressure on me and Tesla, I guess, to I don't know, stop doing this. My Tesla stock and the stock of everyone who holds Teslas went roughly in half. I mean, it's a big deal. I'm not getting paid, definitely not stealing money, and would never get away with it. But the value of my Tesla stock is in half. So this is a very expensive job, is what I'm saying. But I think it's. You're welcome.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. For real. Thank you, Elon.
Thank you very much, guys.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That is what's up. Don't y'all come on here talking, oh, she did the little Nazi thing. I did like this. I hear my chest say, thank you, Elon. And blue kisses. Don't start that bull crap. Yeah, I'm checking you out before you even say something. The hell wrong with these folks? Got something to say. Now, where my mouse is? Okay. All right, y'all. So we finna get into it. Hang on. Let's move that there. All right, Speaker Mike Johnson, y'all. The American people clearly trust President Trump's instance on the economy. It is not blind faith, because they know his first term delivered us the greatest economy in American history. Okay, this is dealing with the tariffs, y'all. Proven strategy to fix our economy again, level the playing field, and put America first. All right, we're gonna get into it because a lot of people are panicking. A lot of people are like, oh no, these gonna take place. Everything is gonna go rising high. Some of the car dealerships are saying the parts are about to go up because they're finna tax and all this other type of stuff, y'all. And a lot of people are panicking because they really not understanding like how all this is, and I got somebody that will break down to us in some seconds of what is actually happening so that some of y'all could probably sleep at night. Okay. Here's my thing. Hell, things have been high. All right. We've been dealing with that for the past, 4 years from the past administration. Y'all somehow adapted and adjusted. That's some stuff we got to do. It's not making sense right now. So if we're taxed up right now, let us be taxed up right now, because if I'm telling you, if you see what they are taxing the United States of America right now compared to what America is actually taxing them, y'all, we're getting played left to right. All right. We're getting a huge slap in the face. Now, one thing y'all ain't gonna do is take the businessman about the president, because he was a businessman before he was a president. So the man know numbers and he know what the hell he doing. So sit your ass back, drink a beer, cooler, whatever you want to do, and let this man cook. Let them work. Okay? Let them work. Let them work. Hell. Let's get into it.
You have to trust the president's instincts on the economy, okay? And why? This isn't blind faith. Remember what he accomplished in the first administration. Before COVID, we had the greatest economy in the history of the world, not the U.S., the whole world. Every demographic was doing better because we cut taxes, we cut regulations, and we made a better economic environment for everybody to succeed. Mm-hmm. And he is going about that same plan to bring that about, and tariffs is a component of that. And we'll see how it all develops. I mean, the reciprocal tariff policy is one that makes a lot of common sense. I mean, you look at the trade disparity between many nations, and much of this began after World War II, and the rationale apparently was, well, we need to rebuild Europe, and America emerges as the great superpower, so we should have this imbalance. It's fair. It's, this is what we need. Well, that carried on for generations, and we're well beyond World War II now, and this is a different world. It's a much more integrated, complex economy, and the president's absolutely right when he says that we have to think about America's interest first, because if we don't, we're not going to maintain our status as the great superpower. And when he says, let's have free trade and fair trade, I think the reciprocal tariff policy makes sense. If somebody has 100+% tariff on imports of U.S. goods, and we have virtually nothing, why don't we settle that balance? If we raise and match their tariff policy, I think ultimately what happens is you get back down to a free trade agreement, that these countries that have engaged in this disparity, this raw deal for Americans for so long, it'll get their attention, and they'll, I think, reduce their tariffs on us. Then you get back to a free and fair trade.
Reduce their tariffs on us. Meaning, bring theirs down on us. Or let us match it. Come on now, y'all. If y'all see them numbers, man, again, we getting played left to right, man. Stop playing with us. Stop playing. So let's get into it, y'all. Coming straight from the executor. Merch. People are freaking out overreacting to the tariffs because they are not informed facts. So let me get this young man to go ahead and break it down to the ones that do not know what Trump is doing right now, who's in panic mode. Check it out.
My hottest political take right now is I think that people are freaking out about the tariffs unnecessarily. I think it could be the best thing that has happened to this country in 135 years. I don't know if you're aware or not, but in 1890, there was no sales tax. There was no income tax. There was no property tax. There were only tariffs on what was coming into the country. And in 1890, the Congress had to convene a special commission to figure out what to do with the surplus money. They had never had such a huge surplus. So I would not be surprised if Trump, being a businessman, whether you agree he's a good businessman, he doesn't quit. He keeps going, which, Winston Churchill once said that success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And that, so he has failed in business, but I'm willing to give him a chance.
Come on. Because why? You said one thing, that man is a businessman, and anybody that knows running a business, you're going to have your failing moments. And if you don't get them, it's good that you do get those, because you learn from every time you do fail. Come on. Where are my business owners at? Where y'all at? Y'all know. Now, did you hear what he said? He just spat some knowledge, y'all. He just spat us some knowledge. There was no income tax. There was no taxes. There was no nothing. And it was so much. It was just tariffs. And it was so much money that they had to figure out what the hell to do with this money. Now, do y'all follow what Trump is trying to do here, people? Man, if y'all ain't learned nothing from this man who lived and got that wisdom, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't see now what Trump is actually trying to do, keep sleeping. I'm done. Just keep sleeping. Keep sleeping. Now, with that being said, y'all, we got a celebration today coming straight from my boy Benny Johnson, President Trump, my fellow Americans. This is Liberation Day, April 2nd, 2025. Man, we're going to turn up on April 2nd every year. Liberation Day. Stop playing. Y'all, I'm cool. Y'all ain't got to come up. They want to come up here, y'all. They said I'm getting a little too hyped, and they just want to make sure everything is good. I'm good, y'all. Just go ahead and do y'all thing. I'm fine. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. You see what my president talking about today. Let's get it.
My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day. Waiting for a long time. April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn, the day America's destiny was reclaimed, and the day that we began to make America wealthy again. We're going to make it wealthy, good and wealthy. My fellow Americans, this is Liberation Day.
You looking good, Trump? You been in that gym, boy? Trump been in that gym. Y'all better stop playing with my boy. Y'all happy about it? Yes. Let's get it. I got my security here. F around to find out with them today, y'all. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Stop playing. And y'all, that's it. Besides this bimbo right here, I ain't got nothing else to show y'all. So y'all know my thing, my saying, let's chop it up in the comment section. What are y'all thoughts? Okay. Let's talk. Let's discuss. All right. How many are y'all proud of y'all president? How many of y'all proud of the cabinet pick? How many are y'all like, you know what? I still need some people to bring their A gang. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all following the cabinet picks that he's picked? Are y'all, tuning into what they're doing? Let me know. I want to know y'all thoughts. Do y'all feel like y'all made a great decision? Because, you had some people that voted for Trump and now they're regretting that they voted for him. I'm not one of them. I don't regret shit. Okay, keep doing what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. We going in month 3, baby. Month 3, baby. We in there. All right. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for all the love and support. Thank y'all for all the donations. Thank y'all for sharing. Just share. Thank y'all for watching it from the beginning to the end. I appreciate y'all. If y'all only knew what it takes to find the content, to get this up and going, you know what I'm saying? To get the truth out there, to research, to just, because I'm not just doing it for myself. There's a lot of people on this journey, y'all. There are a lot of people who are wanting to know the why, like I once wanted to know the why. And once I got my why, I've been woke and it's been great ever since. So I appreciate y'all because it's because of y'all that my channel is growing. It is because of y'all that I'm staying on my toes. It is because of y'all that when I do make a mistake, y'all don't go chewing me down. Y'all be like, Queen, be careful because this resource and that resource, maybe look here and there. And that's what I love about it at the end of the day, because it's an ongoing learning process. Do not take what I tell y'all. Even when you watch the stuff that I put out there, fact check it for yourself. That's why I say go fact check y'all. Put it in the comment section. If it's something different, let me know. Put it in there because that's how you learn. Okay? That's how you somehow trip up on the truth. Okay? All right, y'all. That's it. Hey, y'all go ahead and step to the side. I will let you know when y'all can come back. I ain't got no problems with nobody right now. So you go on back over there and just secure me from the sideline. All right. You say, okay. He say he just saying, okay. I ain't even finna fuss with him. I'm gonna let him stand right there. He said he ain't moving nowhere. So it is what it is. Y'all, let's go ahead and chop it up in the comment section. I'm out.